Hey there guys, and welcome to another sketchbook review. So what can I say about the sketchbook review? I'm basically just kind of picking up my sketchbook where I'm at and going through it with you guys. There's just way too many other sketches, way too many other books I've filled since my last sketchbook review. It would take way too long for me to go through all of it, and most of it isn't like sketching that I want to show you guys, so I went ahead and just started a new one. Actually, I was using this sketchbook in particular to make, where are they? Some sketchbook inserts for my traveler's journal, which I just recently got. So I was already into the paper. I just figured I would go ahead and finish up the sketchbook, and then I've got plenty more. Another large one from one of my viewers. I still have that stuff in backup when I need it. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. There's not a whole heck of a lot here, but I don't know. I feel like some of it's pretty quality stuff. So of course I started off with some Willowbrook stuff. I've got Piper and Ants. I really like this picture in particular. I am debating on finishing it. I want to transfer it over and make it into a little watercolor painting, but I haven't gotten around to doing it yet. Eventually I will. Piper hanging some laundry, and Piper and Poppy setting the table for dinner. This was just a cute little scribble I decided to do. I'm also still active over on the Duckverse, so every now and then I'll just pop in a picture of Jacob and Piper because they're cute. This was Cherry sneezing. I've made it a thing through roleplay because I'm finally getting to really explore her character. Whenever she's cold, she gets into sneezing fits because she does not like to be cold, and her body just rejects it, so it sneezes. And I know a couple people who are actually like that, so yes. And then this was a scene from roleplay as well. Cherry brandishing a stick to fight off people. She's actually just, again, she's a very dynamic and fun character to draw because she's always just so angry, and I love it. And I was using this pencil, it's like a lead holder sort of thing, to do it. And it kind of forced me to plan out my drawing a little bit more. So I kind of enjoyed it, but it's highly smeary. I can't even touch it, or, well, you can touch this, you know, right? It smears right so easily. So unfortunately it leaves behind a lot of lead, so I would have to seal my pages if I started doing it this way, and I don't want to have to do that. And I am being quiet because Aaron's in bed. This was a scene from a roleplay. Cherry falls asleep in like a door frame to protect herself. It's actually raining, but you can't really see it. But yeah, I just kind of liked, I'm trying to force myself to do more interactions with the backgrounds, because I feel like my characters just sort of float above the backgrounds because I do things like this. I draw the character with no background all the time. So I'm trying to force myself into more background interactions to sort of get used to it, so that way when I'm drawing my comic, it's not so difficult. Cherry in a sweater because it was Christmas and sweaters, you know. So then of course I had to draw Piper in a sweater, and it was really cute. And she's wearing Ann's sweater because he's the kind of guy who would loan his sweater to someone if they were cold. I was just kind of working on some. It's funny now that I look at it because I think this is actually the better drawing of the two, but whatever. Just working on some drawings of Ann's. This right here, this is Sakura Heart's character, Bobtail. He's a hamster, and he's just angry. But I don't know, we kind of like have this pirate thing going on that I really like, and I'm like, it's kind of nice. He kidnaps Piper because she's cute, and that's the only reason he takes her. Like, well, she's pretty and I'm a pirate and I take pretty things, so he took her. And she just is this pretty thing on a ship and has absolutely no purpose, no rhyme or reason to even be there, so yes. Somebody requested a drawing of Cherry in Livestream, so I drew her eating because Cherry does like to eat. And this right here, sorry I had a bubble, is Cherry and Anne's character Damien. Okay, I was gonna say I know his name. I do forget names very easily though, but yeah, this is a good drawing too. I was still really digging that big pencil, so yes. Did a quick doodle of Samuel. I believe these were done on Livestream too, if I recall correctly. Just a few more sketches. Anne's and Piper just sitting there. Now, you know, she's not showing off her legs, but she's got... the skirt isn't drawn right because it looks like it's a short skirt like this, but it's supposed to be bunched up because, I don't know, whatever, I don't care, because it's cute, whatever, judge me, I don't care. And then this is current day parkour Cherry. I believe that was requested in Livestream too. And then I sort of just kind of did a little doodle over here of Thea. This right here, for those who don't know, this is Chris's character Lars. He's a mouse vampire. Okay, so I'm like totally into this whole thing, and people probably will think it's weird, but whatever. But right now, she and I are role-playing, and these two are in a relationship, which is kind of fun. It didn't start off that way, but it turned into that, so whatever. They're just the right personality, but I don't know, he doesn't take her crap, and that's the kind of people that Cherry needs to be surrounded by, because otherwise she just manipulates the hell out of everyone. Anyway, so I doodled them together. This was a picture. I was trying to do like a more mature Piper. And I think it was around this time. Let me double check. That I changed up her hair again. Nope, it was sooner than that. Well, I've gotten out of drawing the chunky hair. I've gone back into drawing the individual strands. It just looks looser and better that way. This right here is Twill. She's a OC of mine that I haven't really developed very much. I was just doing some foliage practice because I was working on the first page of Willowbrook, and it had a lot of like plants and grasses in the background, and I wanted to get a little bit of the sketching practice in before I actually started inking it. And then I don't know. I'm starting to go downhill at the end of this sketchbook. Everything gets really loose, and I don't know, but but I did doodle a picture of Ada. This is a cute little picture of Piper, and I'm thinking about watercoloring this one. She's at the edge of a lake or a pond or a little stream. Oh no, it's actually like a little stream, like a little mouse-sized stream, because this is dirt, and this is the corrosion, and then this is the water. That's all that's left. So there would be dirt over here too. But I doodled that, and then I doodled a picture of Naga Piper, because in the roleplay, Naga Piper does become, in the Duckverse roleplay, she showed up, so I doodled her. I did some Princess Pipers, because I think I was watching Rained again, and I was like, I'm gonna draw a princess. This is the difference between Naga Piper and regular Piper. Like, regular Piper looks like a little kid, basically, because she's just tiny in all ways, and the Naga Piper is like va-va-va-voom. So I just wanted to show the difference between like their personalities and just their physical makeup. Because again, they were both in the roleplay, so I was like, yeah. For those of you guys who don't know, Negaversian versions are like the evil, I'm air quoting evil, but it's usually different versions of regular like St. Canard characters, or any Duckverse character. Basically alternate dimensions, and a lot of people just attribute it to evil dimension because it's where Negaduck comes from and he's evil, whereas in regular dimension, Darkwing Duck is a good guy. So yeah, you know, it's kind of like the evil mustachioed twin. I was toying with this idea of Duck Piper as a cheerleader. I don't know, I probably won't do it. This was just a quick doodle I did of Cherry with a ballpoint pen. Ray ends up kissing Cherry in the live stream. He's huge compared to her, actually. Or not in the live stream, but in the roleplay. Don't know why yet, so whatever. This was just kind of a thing. She was looking out the window talking to him, and she just didn't seem to care that the girls were out on display and, you know, whatever. I was just having fun with it. This would be a picture of Cherry breastfeeding because she ends up having a baby. And then I got super into The Greatest Showman, so I decided like what would everyone's parts be, and Piper, this was all on live stream too, Piper would be a cute little knife thrower. I really love this little chibi of her. Please stop squirming. I don't want to kill you. But I really liked the idea of her being a little knife thrower. She's just so cute and like the nicest little knife thrower, so gentle. And then I was trying to draw Lars as a ringmaster, but yeah, that was crap. And then someone requested, because we were listening to Moana in the live stream, so someone requested a picture of Piper as Moana, so I doodled a quick one there. And then I drew a picture of her in the headdress, because the headdress, it looks very heavy to me. I know it's like all feathers, but whatever, it still looks heavy to me. This is more Cherry. This is supposed to be Ray, but it's the back of his head, so you can't really tell. The "I'm not here for you" is the quote from Congratulations, and that's a Hamilton line. I really love it because it's just, it's so powerful. I love it. I'm sorry. One of the things I'm doing in my Traveler's Notebook is every line that gives me goosebumps, or every lyric that gives me goosebumps, or every quote that gives me goosebumps, I'm trying to write it down because it's something that's resonating in me and I need to acknowledge it, so I'm starting to do that. This right here was Vampire Cherry. She gets turned into a vampire. Don't judge me, guys. I'm trash. And so I went ahead and just drew it. And I actually put this on my iPad and finished it. I'm trying to force myself to work a little bit more with Procreate so I can get better at it. This is Ada and Alexander. I drew Alexander's head way too big, so I had Ada screaming that he's a big head. Doodled the quick human Piper, but she just looks very much not in proportion. I decided, there was no we involved in this, I did this all by myself, that Seamus and, why do I always forget his name? It's Oliver, isn't it? It's Oliver. That, Seamus and Oliver are clowns. They're clowns in the circus for like The Greatest Showman, and I was like, so Seamus would be a perfect clown, but Oliver would be like the anti-clown. So I was like, they are complete opposites, which works, and like in my mind was so much fun, and still is actually now I think about it. Let's see what else. Oh, this was part of the role play. Piper gets ketamine poisoning, so she wakes up like with a ketamine hangover. This was just a figure I was gonna draw, but I was like, no, I'm turning the page instead. Just some pictures of the girls, Piper, Ada, Piper. I don't know what this was, I don't remember. And then I was just continuing to draw. I was just trying to keep my hand moving. I've been having a really hard time finding the drive to draw because I've been working so much. This was funny. This was in Discord, which, guys, I've opened my Discord to the public if you guys want to join. There's not a whole heck of a lot on there, but, you know, I'm trying to have more discussion and show you guys more, like, behind-the-scenes stuff there, but right now it's just a little bit boring. But Taylor was telling me about how Emmy would be pinching his cheek and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, it'd be so cute if she was, like, pinching his cheek and saying, how could you not love this face? And James would be saying, yeah, love my face. Because that's very much him. And then this was, I don't know what that was going to be. And then this was just me kind of sketching out some ideas for, or this was just me clarifying a concept to somebody. And that's it. That's all that's in the sketchbook right now, guys. Again, my main focus has been trying to finalize the art for Willowbrook and things like that. And working. Which has been a pain in the butt, I'm sorry to say. It's getting worse too. I've been texted like 3 times today to come in, and I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, guys. I'm so tired. Anyway, so that's it for this sketchbook review. It's very late. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, actually, just so you guys know. I'm filming this at 2 a.m. But I'm a 3rd shifter now, so whatever. But yeah, well, that is it, guys. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next, well, video. I'm just gonna say video because I don't know what I'm gonna do next, so I'll see you guys then. Bye.